loud sounds of Def Leppard. Hello, Sarah here. God, that was a bit of an abrupt end, wasn't it? According to our clock, right, it's about 13 minutes past 10. So it's probably the Caroline ghost that's got to it, I don't know. But it's probably about 4:15, I'm not sure. I'm surrounded, actually, by loads and loads of pictures of the Ross Revenge, which brings me neatly along to say that a few of us actually piled into a launch powerboat down in Southend on Monday. It was absolutely great to see the Ross Revenge being tugged along to Southend Pier. And it was fantastic. I tell you, I was the most excited I've been since I was given my first rattle, I tell you. It was wet, it was windy, we got splashed. There were journalists there were photographers, but it really was wild. It really was really impressive. And to actually go towards the Ross, it's massive. When you go down to Southend Pier, because it's moored rather, right at the end, you'll see how fantastically huge it is. And the antennas are wickedly tall. And we were circling around it. It was absolutely fantastic. But I do think the red funnel needs painting a little bit more. There's only one man that could get away with singing about Oh Yoko, and that's got to be John Lennon. So many songs that I played you, Oh Yoko being one of them, Rio Speedwagon coming up, but we had Demolition Man, Bad Company's Run with the Pack, Battleship Chains. And coming up now, something from Foreigner, you might remember, from 81, called Urgent. Radio Caroline. Radio Caroline at 4:26. Hello, Sarah here. Burlesque by Family. You know, they used to knock out some grand tunes then, didn't they? 72, year before I was born. Good grief. Do you fancy a bit of ELO, though? Don't bring me down. But before that, I've got to mention that the Caroline shop is open at the end of Southend Pier. OK, you got that? Good.
And management can meet all your property management requirements. If you live in a house or flat where common services are provided, then we can help by providing full management or assistance to resident directors and secretaries. All leaseholders should receive quality services at a reasonable cost. Telephone Keyholder Lettings and Management with your questions and let us provide the answers on 01908 640 100. That's 01908 640 100.
If you need a professional compere presenter for your event, call Caroline DJ Graham L. Hall. As the sound of free spirit or country spirit, Graham specialises in country rock, rhythm and blues, soul and modern country music. He has many years' experience of the entertainment and music industry, working regularly for large organisations, including P&O Cruises, Rank Leisure and Warner Holidays. So call Graham on 0113 270 8210 for more details of free spirit and country spirit. That's 0113 270 8210 for quality and reliability. Or you can contact the Caroline office at 426 Archway Road, Highgate, N6 4JH.
Radio Caroline, 5:45. Sarah Miles here with Drive Time. Blondie, I'm always touched by a presence there. Dan Reed Network. And no doubt, I kind of read my own writing, but this is to the forceful women of the world.
Coming soon to High Street near you, the future of radio. A new Grundig DCR 200 DAB receiver offers crystal clear reception of the new digital radio transmitters that are being switched on all around the UK.
With long wave, medium wave and FM, as well as the new DAB band, the DCR 200 lets you enjoy all existing stations, as well as the new digital-only services.
Superb sound quality, greater choice of listening, and easy to use means digital radio will revolutionise your listening. And with the Grundig DCR 200 now on sale, the revolution starts today.
Stay tuned to Caroline for details of how to try out this exciting new product.
Radio Caroline.
Welcome to Radio Caroline at 20 to 4. Hello, Sarah Miles here. I'll tell you something, though. The creative freedom that you're allowed in this station is so refreshing. It's wonderful. I mean, I'm playing all of the songs that I absolutely love. Pretenders, Popstar, and Blondie, of course, Maria. Both songs from 1999, showing that those divas of rock are still going really, really strong, which is great. But back to the boat, back to the ship, shall I say. Had this really good look around, and there was some local press there and stuff, and I got photographed in the studio. Oh, it's about the first time and only time probably that's ever going to happen, so I sort of felt like a little bit of a star for one day, and everyone should do it because it's fantastic. But the studios are really, really cool because you've got the vinyl the vinyl discs and everything, and it's sort of records, and the headphones were just, they were wonderful, plastic jobs, they were great. And they didn't nip your ears either, because sometimes you get these headphones on, your ears are like rashes of bacon afterwards, I tell you. But us DJs love vinyl, it's an absolute fact. And as for the record library, good grief, if you threw in a tree and a fat guy, you've got Christmas.
Celebrating 32 years of the passing of the Marine Offences Act here at Radio Caroline, 1503 kHz, live from the Ross Revenge at the end of Southend Pier. It's 22 minutes after 10, Saturday morning, and David Foster here until 11. Sarah Miles between 11 and 2. Stand by, she's got some great music coming up.
Happy dear friend.
First 10:31, Saturday morning from Radio Caroline, 1503. Just before we do the weather, I'll say a big hello to Richard. Thanks for your call. And our weather for today looks like this: a risk of thunder, winds are southerly, light to moderate, temperature about 21 degrees Celsius. The sea, light to moderate. The outlook is changeable. So right for this time of year, I think. And we're playing some clips from the 60s, and we are at clip number 3 now. 1966. Here comes Micah Hearn.
5 years of broadcasting to Europe.
Going back in time on the sounds of the nation, it's the Caroline Flashback.
1966.
Well, we are the wonderful voice of Eddie Arnold that time, and there's one from his LP called My World, and that particular one was called Mary Jane Melvina Rebecca Jane. Anyway, right now on Radio Caroline, check your time. It's exactly 10 o'clock.
Newsbeat. Bringing news to the nation. This is Radio Caroline Newsbeat, fast and factual. Liverpool. Everton supporters arriving back in Liverpool last night from Wembley combined with Liverpool supporters to celebrate a Liverpool double. The Cup to Everton and the League Championship for Liverpool United. This has been Caroline Newsbeat. Next news at 11 o'clock on the Newsbeat, David Webb.
I think our team is just called Liverpool and not Liverpool United, you think? What is all about there? Everything goes to Liverpool, baby. The Cup, the League Championship, the Beatles, everybody there.
Is Radio Caroline International, the home of the British Music Explosion.
Jullie het hele weekend hier?
Ja, gaan morgen naar Clacton die kant uit.
Oh ja. Waren jullie daar nog wel of niet geweest?
Nee.
Niet?
Ja, tenminste, ik ben er zo. Ik heb een kennisdijk, ik ben zelf ook radioamateur. Wat mensen hier
Oh ja. Nee, ik dacht op banaan dat jullie daar.
Nee, dat doe je zo nog eventjes lastig aan. Heb je dat zelf al gezien of nog niet?
Toen ze in Herres lagen. De eerste dinsdag. Toen ze daar aan het uitzenden waren.
If you've ever thought of moving but don't relish the thought, then call the experts. Kevin Hagen Removals. We offer a friendly personal service, free estimates and advice, a packing service with all materials supplied and full insurance cover. Call the experts. Kevin Hagen Removals. 0800 731 6251. We also have purpose-built storage facilities available. So for that personal touch, call Kevin Hagen Removals. 0800 731 6251.
0906 766 9990 is the number to call for Caroline's official telephone newsline, updated regularly by Caroline boss Peter Moore. So you'll find out all the goss, good and bad, of what's happening behind the scenes of the world's most famous pirate radio station. Calls are charged at 49p per minute peak rate. And don't worry, the money goes to a very good cause. We buy airtime and help maintain our pride and joy, the radio ship Ross Revenge. Keep informed, help Radio Caroline by calling 0906 766 9990.
August the 19th, 1999 marks the 10th anniversary of a dramatic day in the life of Radio Caroline. On that day in 1989, the radio ship Ross Revenge was boarded by the Dutch and British authorities with the intention of silencing this radio station forever.
Big Brother is endless, We have been boarded by the Dutch authorities. We are in desperate need of help, and they are to shut the station down and take us all on.
10 years on, we look back at this eventful day in a unique documentary produced by the Radio Broadcasting Library. So join us at 6 p.m. on Thursday, the 19th of August, as we look back 10 years to one of the most dramatic days in the history of Radio Caroline.
Quarter to 11 here at Radio Caroline, 1503, live from the Ross Revenge at the end of Southend Pier. Just going to say hi to Sue in Westcliff. That comes from Peter. He says he'll see you a bit later for coffee. Comes from Blue Mink now.
Broadcasting live from the Ross Revenge at the end of Southend Pier on 1503 kilohertz. This is Radio Caroline.
So on this day 32 years ago, the British government outlawed the British offshore radio stations by passing the Marine Offences Act. So I was trying to explain to somebody why we celebrated. I said to them, it's a bit like a radio enthusiast's Christmas. So Anorak's Christmas Day is really August the 14th. It's a time for looking back and remembering your radio heritage, because those stations in the 60s were the forerunners of commercial radio in the UK. And I suppose if you're really honest and you take a look at it, you could say that commercial radio in Britain wouldn't have happened for many years if it hadn't been for those pioneers from 64 to 67. And of course, the pioneer of them all, our own Ronan.